Hey burners, welcome to another night of Thursday Night IG Live at Fat Burners Only, where we're talking to the creator and the owner of the brand you all know and love, Ehp Labs. We're talking to Iz tonight. The guy is amazing. Hello, Hamer. Hi, Paul. Hey, Hamer Gaines. Thanks for joining us. Now, you definitely want to stay tuned for the whole thing this time because Ehp have given us an awesome gift to give away at the end for someone that's watching the whole time. So let me show you the gift. Hey, Ham Green. G'day. And then we have that, and what else do we have? This. So for a lucky viewer, if you stay tuned the whole time, you get an Oxyshred, you get a carnitine and an Oxyway as well. You get all of it. So you've just got to stay tuned while we talk to the owner, the dreamer, the creator, Iz. So excited for this live tonight, HP Elliott. I'm obsessed with Oxyshred. Isn't everybody? We all are too. So I hope that they haven't requested to join yet. Otherwise I've missed it. No, not yet. We'll wait to see Iz joining. So I'll just let you know one more time. This guy for free, this guy for free, and this guy for free. It's worth about $200. You just got to stay watching. And for those of you that don't know, we have our 15% off end of financial year sale. And the girls at work have kindly printed this backwards so it looks right. Does that look right? Or am I holding that upside down? I'm holding it upside down. There you go. That looks right. Well done, Ruth. So if you use code Big Sale, you get 15% off store-wide. Plus, when you spend over $199, we give you a cool Ehp Labs gift as well. And that looks like this. You get a tote bag. You also get the Ehp Labs shaker, but there's some cool stuff inside. We give you this amazing keyring, which works as a funnel. You've got your Lust bar, an Oxyshred sample, a Bless sample, and a full PSI stim-free pre-workout. So that's worth about $130, guys. When you spend over $199 and use code Big Sale, there you go, the right way around. You get all of that for free, and we'll let you guys know about that later on as well. So we're still waiting for the big dog Iz to come on board, and I'm super excited about this one because Oxyshred and Ehp Labs is the biggest brand in Australia. They make amazing products. The quality is great. We're going to talk to the guy about how he started it, when he started it. And while I'm trying to burn up some time, he actually started it only 6 years ago, I believe. How you get from nothing to where Oxyshred is in 6 years blows my mind. It's massive. They've done so well, and they really changed the scene with their marketing. You know, they've engaged big time Instagram famous people with big followings. They were the people that created that. They created Insta famous, I'm sure of it. What's your favourite flavour Oxyshred, Paulie? Well, it's everybody's favourite flavour. It's always our highest selling SKU every week. If you watch my Sunday episodes, it's passion fruit. Steve's joined. Hey, Steve, how you going? We're waiting for Iz. Tell him to get out of his Ferrari and join us. Maybe he's going to shoot from his Ferrari. All the guys at work were asking me to ask him about his Ferrari. I don't know if that's allowed. Come on, Iz. And Brooke calling loves Oxyshred. Is it true that Ehp Labs was one of the first sups we stocked at FBO? It was the first. Izzy's requesting now. Okay, so where is it? Has it come through yet, Miss Worldwide? Have I missed it? Come on. No, I haven't got it yet, Miss Worldwide. So just waiting for Iz to log on. If he's trying and it's not working, maybe just get him to rejoin again. Otherwise, you know what, Steve? You might have to take his place, which I don't mind. I reckon that should be fun. Kira Robinson loves Oxyshred. Hey, Elsa. Hey, Shannon. So for those that have just joined, if you stay till the end, we're talking to the creator of Oxyshred tonight. We've got this $200 pack that they've kindly given us to give away to someone who watches. So you've got a full Oxyshred, you've got a carnitine and an Oxyway. And HP Elliott has asked, when's the best time to take Oxyshred? First thing in the morning when you wake up, first thing you do, get some Oxyshred in on an empty stomach. You're going to be burning calories. It's going to give you energy. You're going to burn more body fat, get you through the day, especially if you're training fasted, it's perfect. And then again before lunch is the perfect time. So you do that. By the time you hit bedtime, the caffeine's out of your system. You've burnt the most amount of calories you can through the day. Perfect. Twice a day. Oxy for life. That's 2 hours of 6. Alrighty. So we're 5 minutes in. Where's Iz? Come on, mate. What are you doing? Everyone's super excited to chat to you. And I get a bit nervous when people are waiting. So remember, for those that have just joined, we got 15% off using code BIGSALE, and you'll get an Ehp Labs gift, including a PSI, which is a stim-free pre. So you can have your Oxyshred in the morning, and when you're training at night, you can have this guy. Oh, Ehp Labs has just joined. Yes, yo. All right, we're going in. We're viewing. Go live with Ehp. Pretty excited about this. We're with the man himself. Is he going to join? Waiting on them to join.
Here we are.
Awesome. How you going?
I'm really good, thank you. And apologies for the little technical error. I was live and you're live, and we're both kind of chatting away. Yeah, super awesome, man. How you doing?
Was I supposed to join you?
You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're connected now.
Okay. It's fine because 5 minutes you're fashionably late, and Ehp Labs is nothing if not totally fashionable all the time.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm kind of like a little bit of a fashion disaster at the moment. I've got my bomber jacket on top of the hoodie. I don't know how that's going down, but yeah, it's all good.
Hey, I think your hair's on fleek. You've got the jacket on. You're looking good.
Hair's on fleek, yeah. This hair hasn't been cut kind of since COVID started. I haven't really left the house.
Well, you can use my trick. You can always just put on a red hat. You just have to reference me. That's all.
I'm still waiting for my Fat Burners Only hat, man. I haven't got that FBO hat, you know.
We need to get, because I'm always New York, I need to get one of these with an FBO on there. And as soon as I do that, you're the first guy I'm sending it to.
Sweet, man. I'm looking forward to that.
So just for everyone that's joined in, I was saying that you guys have kindly given us a wicked gift pack to give away. So if whoever's watching, you're going to watch to the end, stick with us, ask us some good questions that I can flick through to Iz, and a lucky viewer will get an Oxyshred, an acetyl-carnitine, and an Oxy Whey. Thanks to Ehp Labs. Thank you very much, Iz.
Hey, Paulie, so you know we're full of surprises, right, all the time, yeah?
Was there more surprises, straight up?
You know, it's Fijian culture to never kind of go to somebody's house. And I kind of feel like I've come to your house, you know, through this live, and it's very rude in Fijian culture to rock up to somebody's house without bringing anything along. So I'm going to virtually bring along today some Blessed Protein in salted caramel, some Oxy Sleep in Fuji Apple, Oxyshred Hardcore and Lemon Sherbet Drop, and Oxyshred Non-Stim Kiss My Peach. And in addition to your stack, we're also going to be giving this. My man?
That is a massive stack. Hey, guys, you're lucky you tuned in tonight. You get chance to win 2 gift packs.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, these are my personal favorites, man. This is what got me through Corona. So I want to share it. I want to share it with the peeps out there. And you're going to be brand new ones, not being open one time. So.
Yeah, you'll get one opened specifically by the owner. No, he's not going to open yours unless you want him to open yours.
I'll kiss the tub and I'll pack it myself and we'll send it out, and it'll be a blessed tub. No pun intended.
Who's going to choose a winner for this one?
Man, I want Fiona to pick it. Yeah, there's 2 dudes in this call.
Fiona is actually having Reiki up in the hills of Perth at the moment. She's Devo. She can't watch because she watches them all. So we've got Ruth to record this so she can actually watch the whole thing with the video.
Done. Well, I'm happy for you guys to choose, man. I'm happy for you guys.
All right, Chloe. So you get to choose too. And just before we go on, we've actually just got our end of financial year sale. And that includes EHP, 15% of everything at Fat Burners Only. And when you spend over $199, you get EHP stuff. So you get an Ehp Lab shaker. We give you an Oxyshred sample and a Blessed sample. A last bar, one of these cool funnels, which is the coolest keyring I've ever seen. You get a bag and you get a PSI, which is worth $70, which is their stim-free pre-workout. When you spend over $199 at Fat Burners with 15% off with Big Sale. So there you go, Burners. And for those of you that don't know, Is that the right way around? We do free express shipping for everything, including EHP Labs, which is our biggest brand. So just to start have you ever done one of these before?
I actually have. I've dibbled and dabbled in one with my boy Zach Perner. So we jumped on, and this is early stage during COVID-19 isolation. We just wanted to. We're having a separate conversation, Zach and I, and we're just like, dude, we need to cheer some people up, man. And Zach's one of the funniest guys I know. He's a bro. He's part of the family. He's traveled with me to the States. We've spent a couple of weeks in a lab together in Salt Lake City, and he's the funniest man alive, you know. So like, we got on there, we just made everyone laugh and tried to cheer people up and keep everyone's hopes high during COVID-19. So that was my first, bro, but I'm sure this one's going to be memorable also. I'm really looking forward to it.
So I'm your second. Is that what you're saying?
Brother, you know what they say, you forget your first and the second's more memorable. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm fine being after Zach. You know, Zach puts me to shame. So if I'm after Zach, it doesn't bother me at all. Do you reckon, is Zach watching? Do you reckon he'll ever do an Instagram live with Fat Burners Only?
Oh, I can have a chat to Zach. I know he's a busy man, but it's COVID-19 at the moment. I'm sure we can sort something out.
There's no pressure. I actually met Zach as well, and you're right. I think it was back in an expo in 2014. You sent him over to Perth to do an expo, I think, or maybe I met him in Melbourne. He's such a funny dude, and that rainbow candy video that he did, the girls at Fat Burners Only just went crazy. They just couldn't stop laughing. It was just, he's an amazingly funny man. You wouldn't picture it.
My favorite video is the Lust Bar one, where he was doing the whole Steve Jobs skit. And it was like the release of the new iPhone. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, let me present you the new Lust Bar.
Who comes out with that? Do you ask him to do it, or does he make it up ad hoc on the spot?
Nah, Zach's a genius, man. Zach's a creative genius. So like he does all his stuff himself. Man. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We give him some creative freedom.
I think if he's got the mind for it, why not? If he's spitting out content like that, amazing. Just so go wild, run wild.
Absolutely.
And so, first question, when was EHP Labs created? How old is the brand, or young is the brand?
Yeah, so I'd say, look, the idea was conceived in 2012. We properly came out in 2013, so we're 7.5 now.
And so that blows my mind how big you guys have gotten in just 7.5 years. Did you find when you first started, you exploded straight out the gate, or did it take a bit of time for Oxyshred to warm up?
So it was an interesting time. 2012, 2013 was a time when 1,3-dimethylamylamine, for those who know, those who've been in the industry for a little while, it's a heavy meth-based stim ingredient that was prominent in all fat burners, all pre-workouts. And it was at a time when that was just being banned. I left the law. I was previously a corporate lawyer. I don't know if you know the story. My parents are from Fiji. We migrated to Australia when I was 5 years old, escaping political persecution in Fiji against the Indo-Fijians. And we came to Australia. My parents worked 2 jobs each just to pay the rent, put food on the table, and academics came first. So my sister and I paid a lot of attention in school. Me a little bit later on. Her, obviously, from the beginning, I was a little bit of a rascal child. And yeah, a couple of different things, and my life got set on track. I focused on school and got through, became a lawyer, and got diagnosed with autoimmune disease during the GFC. So I was 26, as youngest senior associate in Australia corporate law history at 26. Majority of my age colleagues were made redundant, and I was running some big transactions and big deals. At the same time, I was always into fitness and bodybuilding before Instagram, before it became cool to take selfies, just because of how it made me feel and helped me focus and stay disciplined. So I was always a mega fan of training, and I've always been a super fan of just trying to push my body beyond the realms of what I can do, what anyone else can do. It's just pushing boundaries, man. And so the cool thing around it was I was always into supplements, always into trying to give myself the edge. I remember being in year 10 and first experimenting with Brahmi, which is Bacopa monnieri, used now in most nootropic products. And so I was experimenting with that stuff when I was like 15 years old for memory and for studying and being able to like remember shit. So super cool. Yeah, always into subs, and got diagnosed with autoimmune disease, set up a little supplement store in Randwick in Sydney, and ran that for 3 months, realized that I was extremely frustrated by a lot of the supplements I was recommending to our clientele that were coming in. Nothing was really acetyl or carnosine based, to focus on mobilization of fat cells. Everything was just heavy stim based, meth based, and created Oxyshred, and man, we blew up. So from the beginning. So yeah, in a roundabout way, to get to your actual question, we were very lucky. We're one of the very fortunate brands to get lucky, combined with hard work, combined with an amazing product, to immediately take off. Now, we're extremely blessed and fortunate, and to this day, we never take that for granted.
And so did you find, because you timed it, it was, like you said, very lucky, but lots of hard work, but you basically released this product just as all the big fat burners were banned because of that ingredient. Did you find you just took off, or was it a bit of a slug at the start?
No, we took off. We took off immediately.
You took off. You did take off. Yeah.
It was crazy because, like initially, this whole thing was bootstrapped. I don't come from, fancy money or anything like that. And this is when I was in my mid to late 20s. I think I was 27, 28 back then when we first started the company. I didn't know about investors or anything like this. And, thankfully now we have no investors, third-party investors. We have no debt. The company has zero debt, zero liabilities. We bootstrapped and organically grew from the beginning. But yeah, we started off with like tiny quantities. I remember our first run was, I think, like 12,000 units or something like that. And it sold out before we sold it. I think I ended up selling like almost double that quantity before the product even landed in Australia, and I had to go and apologize, and give people's money back and things like that. And then, our next volume was like 100,000 units for manufacturing, and we had to move facilities because the first facility wasn't built to kind of cater for that and give us fast turnaround. So it was just this kind of exponential, crazy, like operational journey, as well as a sales journey, as well as marketing journey. And then like here was this idea conceived in Sydney by this dude who was sick. I was really, really sick. You'll never cure Crohn's and ulcerative colitis for those who tuned in who had it. So I definitely empathize with those people, man. But it started as a crazy concept here in Sydney. We like to say conceived in Sydney, made in Salt Lake City, and loved by millions of people worldwide. That's become our little tagline at the moment. And yeah, man, it's been a cool journey so far. And thank you guys, the Fat Burners Only, and all the burners who tuned in, and our EHP Oz and Z community who tuned in tonight to listen to the story. I don't tell it very often. We work, man. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't have time to do this kind of stuff. I do love it because I love the people and everything's about the people. And I'm loving it now that when we come on, we get to talk about not trying to sell something, not trying to pitch a dream, not trying to pitch promises. I can jump on here and actually talk about what we've done as a brand, what we stand for, what our actual testimonial data from over 3 million people in the last 7 years, why our products actually work, why we're trusted, and why we actually genuinely help people get the results.
I remember the first time that I got it as well. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I'd never seen it. No one had called me to say, do you want to buy Oxyshred? And then I just got all these customers coming into my shop going, this Oxyshred, have you got Oxyshred? And I'm like, what is this product? I think it was 2013. And then I called around. I had to buy it from another shop before I figured out how to get it. And I think everyone in WA was the same. They were trying to work out how to get this Oxyshred, and everybody wanted it. Was that because of what you were doing at the time with Instagram and Facebook? Did you set a trend in Australian supplements back then? How did you create that demand?
Yeah, so this was even before product was made. It was 2012, and it was at the time when on April 2012 is when I set up my first little supplement store, where I learned about the industry as well, and what to do, what not to do, how to create the best products in the world, how to differentiate ourselves, how to partner properly with our retail partners and show value and add value instead of just using and abusing it and just hogging shelf space in a parasitic kind of way. If you notice, Paulie and you and Fiona will attest to the fact that our relationship is truly symbiotic. It's for all of us to grow, and not just in a like a two-way kind of, it's definitely multifaceted, includes all the stakeholders, especially our customers. But man, it was crazy. We were at the pinnacle, at the cusp of social media marketing, at the point where there was no title of there's no jobs for social media marketers. There's no such thing as Instagram marketing.
That's right. It didn't exist then, did it? You guys
No.
created the Instagram famous people. Like,
I think we fell into it and we were part of the journey. I think there's a few brands around the world doing it. We were probably one of the first in Australia, definitely one of the first in the world in fitness. And it all boils down to the fact that, dude, we had no money. We bootstrapped this whole thing from the start. Back then, the fancy, legitimate thing would have been being in a classy magazine. We had no money for that stuff, and being kind of coming from a finance and a law background, my main thing is just like analytics, data, and ensuring that we had an ROI return investment of every dollar spent. We had no dollar to spend, so like, I don't know where we're going to get returns from. So it's kind of cool, you know. Like I'm very, very people focused, and although I haven't been on media and social media and mainstream media, and I'm pretty low key and private when it comes to this stuff, and it's only for you and Fee that I jumped on and wanted to do this, man, because I love you people.
thank you.
It's yeah, how it all started is a really simple story. I met this girl. Her name was Sarah Bellelli. And it's cool because I'll mention her name because I have so much gratitude for the people that helped us start off. Her name is Sarah. She is a personal trainer from Bondi, for those who remember Sarah. And Sarah used to come to DNA just to connect with me and all the stuff that I knew about nutrition. I've gone through a health issue, and she had autoimmune issues herself. We pulled her off casein because casein is kind of linked to causing kind of gut issues and autoimmune responses. So we took her off that. I've been off casein for a long time. Casein is being removed from Oxyshred too, by the way, in our September iteration for the relaunch.
Right.
There's a little hint for everyone, a little surprise coming through. But yeah, man, so we started off Sarah. She had 50,000 fans on Facebook. This is pre-Instagram days. Fans on Facebook at a time when you had unlimited reach to everyone. And
that's right.
I remember,
tag a friend and everyone gets it. Yeah.
not only that, you go and put up a post and your entire 50,000 fans see that post in chronological descending order.
Yeah.
And so it was, it's pretty crazy, dude. She came in and I was, whatever products we were retailing, she helped to create awareness of the store. And all of a sudden I had people driving from Wollongong, from Newcastle, from Campbelltown to Randwick. That's 2-hour drive, 2.5, 3-hour drive from Newcastle, like 4-hour drive. And it's pretty cool that I realized what the power of, not Sarah, with the power of people who had established trusted communities very early on. And so before the product even launched, I think I had a prototype of Oxyshred, the original. And Sarah held it up. It's just like, I gave her a sample, and she's just like, she put up a post, best product in the world. Like, who knows where I can get this from in Australia? The product wasn't created yet. Like, so that was a bit of the initial hype. FOMO, what is now called FOMO, all these cool words. We didn't know what the hell they were, man. Like,
they created recently, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, it's been a crazy journey, and she helped kickstart that and helped us to realize and discover the power of what is now coined influencer marketing. That then led to a viral frenzy because there's no website that you could buy it from. Like what's it taken us like 7 years to even set up an Australian version of the website. Our storefront was always in the US and stuff like that. So it's just, there's nowhere else that you could get find out anything about the product. So it created this viral frenzy. Everyone's calling up supplement stores, people going to supplement stores trying to find this product that Sarah told them about. The guys wanted to impress Sarah, the girls wanted to be Sarah's friends. And yeah, like, hands down, we're 7.5 years old. We've never ever gone into a retailer or made a phone call in a cold way to try and sell products. Like, we've never knocked on a door to sell. Like, every person, every account we work with, every partner we work with, it's been all inbound. And that's because our number one thing is always to ensure that we communicate to our customers. The end use customer knows that we're there for them. And ultimately, if we've got a relationship with the customer, the best way we can service that customer and enhance the experience of that customer is to be able to partner with great retailers like you guys at Fat Burner.
Well, it's true. Like you said, you didn't cold call us. We were the ones that had to find you guys because everybody was asking for the product. And it's done, I think, a great service to the industry because it's created this amazing category with an amazing product that people now know that ticks all their boxes and it does exist. You don't have to get stimmed out of your brain. You can get something that's natural, that tastes amazing, that actually works and is good value. It's not a 30 serve, it's a 60 serve. So you found a way to tick all the boxes. And that's why we love Oxyshred, and we were born from Oxyshred at Fat Burners Only, you know. I actually remember, I probably told you this before, but starting Fat Burners Only, I didn't want anyone to know it was me. And so I got a call from Steve saying, "Are you guys Fat Burners Only?" And I said to Steve, "No, I have no idea what you're talking about." And he's like, "Oh, okay, no worries." And I felt so bad. 20 minutes later, I said to Steve, "Yeah, mate, that's me." He goes, "I know it was you. I was just waiting for you to call me back." It's all about this bad boy here. And you've got some other great products as well. Just a quick question I've noticed from someone that's been watching, rainbow candy. They loved it. Is that flavor ever coming back?
So what we're going to do is create our first crowdsourced comeback flavor, and that's happening later on this year. So we will, so globally, we're going to be launching a campaign. You've heard it first here on this platform right now. So we're going to launch a campaign. Well, we're going to let the people decide, yeah? So you've got the OG first drop that happened for limited edition. We did that with Pina Colada.
Yep.
That went nuts, by the way. The first one. Second one was, it's so good. It's delicious too. I got some little sample baggies from Salt Lake City. Just for me. I got 18 little samples. So we've got the Pina Colada. We've got rainbow candy. We had orange gummy bear. We had cosmic blast. My personal favorite is cosmic blast. But
same. Definitely my favorite too.
And now, more recently, it's actually the lemon sherbet hardcore.
Oh, how did you make such a strong product taste so good? Amazing.
Lots of hard work. But the cool thing about lemon sherbet, I don't know if you know this, is we've actually made it with a sherbet pop. So you can eat it like sherbet. So you don't actually have to mix it into powder. You can actually, I mean, it's almost 9 p.m. here, so I'm not going to do this to myself.
I was going to say, don't do it. Don't do it for the people. You won't sleep.
I will for the people. You can actually eat it. You can actually eat it, and it's like sherbet.
Crazy. And how many? You've told me before, but tell our burners, how many flavor revisions did it take to get that flavor right?
So look, it's always a lot more efficient when I'm in the lab in Salt Lake City, and I'll go with my entire family. We go and we live in the States for like 4 or 5 months a year. Unfortunately, this year we've had to cancel our plans. We would be there now. I'd actually be with Steve, who runs Tiger Nutrition Australia, New Zealand. Steve's family. Steve's pretty much like Steve's my brother-in-law, pretty much, and
he's my brother-in-law too, but not really. But
guy.
I feel like he is.
He's the best guy, dude.
He's the best. He's so good.
What is it with you white people? Oh, you just act like you're all related. No, joking. I compliment any brown person I call brother, everyone's like, "What is it with you?" So the cool thing about it is, when I get into the lab, we can smash things out fairly quickly because I'm personally doing it, and it's a lot more efficient. But now the company's grown, man, and we've got a team. We've got our own flavor scientists at our lab in Salt Lake City, and we did some cool things. But it does take us a long time, and now we've collaborated with a few different flavor houses. Things take ages, man. Like when you're working with a really bitter, potent base formula, so like the actual active ingredients without any flavor systems or masking agents, it's horrible. Like it's virtually impossible to stomach that stuff, man. And it does take us a long time. Like the best example, even our first iteration of Bless took us 3 years. It took us 3 years to finally nail the first 3 flavors of Bless. I'm working on some limited edition drops, 3 more limited edition drops for Oxyshred, some more non-stim flavors, working on some cool stuff with Beyond BCAAs, Oxyway, and Isopep, and a cool new pre-workout that we're going to be dropping in a couple of months' time. That's a collab. That's all I can tell you.
Who are you collabing with? Or you can't even say that.
What was it, sorry?
Who are you collabing with, or you can't even tell us that?
I can't say that.
Oh, super top secret. You've already dropped enough exclusive bombs on our burners, so they'll have to wait for this one.
2 new flavors I've been, man, like this coronavirus stuff, honestly, it feels like I'm doing my HSC again. Like I'm going 16 hours a day. I'm working 16 hours a day. We're just like doubling down. The next 24 months of new product development is like planned, the global expansion, you know, consolidation with amazing retail partners like yourselves here in Australia, and what we're doing with you guys are partnering. And we'll get offline and I'll share with you some more amazing stuff that we're going to be doing, man. It's going to be super cool. It's going to be super cool. I'll let you in on that, and we can work out when we want to let everyone else know.
That's it. We'll keep it top secret till we're allowed to drop it. You just tell us. Just while we're halfway, guys, I'm just going to say that if you guys stay and watch to the end, Ehp Labs have kindly given us this to give away. Oh, there's something else. There's worth about $200. Stay to the end, guys, because Chloe is going to choose a winner for this pack. Just keep writing your questions through. Chloe's watching, and he said it's rude to not to go to someone's house and not to bring something. What's your gift pack?
Don't forget about this stack, guys. So I've got a ton of Blessed Protein here, salted caramel. I've got Oxy Sleep Fuji Apple. I've got Oxyshred Hardcore in Lemon Sherbet, delicious. And I've got Oxyshred Non-Steam Kiss My Peach. And we will give, it's our absolute pleasure and honor to give this away to the Burners community and what Paul had over there. Hey, Paulie, how do you guys normally do the giveaways? We did something really cool the first time I did this with Zach. How do you guys normally do it?
No, well, usually Chloe's reading all the messages and she's going to choose someone, and as long as they reply back, then they're still watching. They just have to message us and we arrange sending the gift out. Is there a better way? Can we do something different for your gift?
Can we do the social media kind of way?
Do it.
Okay, so
yeah,
we're
learning still. Yeah, we want to do it the EHP way.
So this is how we'll do it. Where your giveaway, I want you to hold up your tubs, okay? And we tell everyone who's watching, screenshot. Okay, so let's have a little trial right now. So when Paul holds this up, okay, when we do it, it's not now. When we say do it now, Paul will hold them up like that. I'll point up like that. Okay, screenshot. We screenshot, then post that into your stories and tag Fat Burners Only and tag EHP Labs _Oz and Z. All right, Paulie and our team will go on and we'll work out who we want to be the winner, and we'll DM you guys. How's that sound?
That's the way to do it. That is
all right, because then everyone knows Fat Burners Only and EHP Labs collab, and the legit looks very it's very authentic that we've done it, because then we've chosen the person who shared it, and then we screenshot that, send it to the person who's won, and they get to then share it also. So it's all about transparency, authenticity, sharing the love. Fiji and custom. I saw one of the comments come through. Paulie, it's Fiji and custom. Come on.
All right. Well, Chloe's just given it the green light as well, so we're all on board. That's the way we're going to do it, Burners. So you're going to hang out till we do the announcement. Izzy's going to do his thing. When you do it, we'll load it up and we'll pick it. We'll pick it. Chloe will pick it, or you guys will pick it. We will pick it, and we'll let you guys know. Sounds good. We're doing it tonight, Chloe. We're doing it. Sweet. All right, we do have a question from Livy. You don't have to answer this question. How old are you? Okay. What a weird question on Instagram Live.
That's cool. How about let's get some guesses coming through.
Yeah, all right. We'll get to that. Can you guys fire through some questions? I mean, some answers on how old Iz looks. I know the answer. So just while we're waiting, we've got a 15% off sale for those that have tuned in late. You guys want to stay on board as well, because you're going to win some gift packs. Big sale.
Yusuf, we're not friends anymore.
What's that? Someone said 45. No, you got to
Yusuf, he's from a competitor. That's why.
Oh, yeah, right. Alicia's saying 21. Ehp Labs is saying 21. I don't know about that. 26. Maybe we'll just choose one that makes him feel good, not the right one. Big sale is the code. You get 15% off everything store-wide, including EHP. And when you spend over $199, we give you a shaker from EHP. We give you a Bless sample, an Oxyshred sample, a Last Bar, a funnel. But the cool thing is a free PSI, stim-free pre-workout, which I think stim-free pre-workouts are massively underrated. What do you think, Iz?
And I agree with you 100%, especially now during COVID-19. Everyone's starting to realize the impacts of excessive amounts of caffeine. We've never been a brand about that just goes and chucks shit tons of caffeine into our products. But yeah, man, I'm all about just performance through vasodilation, just through mental focus, and yeah, just kind of, and bronchodilation also. It's pretty cool stuff,
And
man.
get all of that out of this. And you guys went for a 40 serve instead of a 20 or a 30 serve tub. Again, just taking it to the next level, which I love. So we got a lot of 33 and 34 years old. Do you want to tell them?
Close, man. I'm 36. I turn 36 in September. I turn 37 actually this next September. That's coming up. But yeah, the years are going by fast. I'm a dad. 2 girls. Got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old girl. I love my family a lot. I love my wife. Married man. We have a dog. I have a cat. I love my parents. Love my sister. I love Paul and Fiona.
Ah, shucks. You're going to come over again, but you're stuck over east with COVID. You can't come visit us yet. We'll come visit you soon.
I did love that lunch that we went to.
And it was good food and good company. And while I've got the burners watching, we had some really cool conversations. Is super young, right? Like, to create this company at 36 at this point. You must have been 27 when you started it.
Yeah, 28 when the idea came about. 27, I left the law. I was sick. I was in hospital for a little while with my Crohn's and ulcerative colitis, which is an autoimmune disease. We mentioned before, I was a corporate lawyer for 5 years. Yeah, got really, really sick, man, and just decided to dedicate my life, leave the law, dedicate my life to helping other people prevent disease through health and fitness and nutrition, instead of having to deal with what I've got, which is autoimmune disease without a cure. So it's very mission driven. That's not to say that, we've had an awesome time and a crazy journey, but yeah, like, it's definitely amazing to wake up every day and know that there's a bigger, stronger mission behind what we do. It certainly drives us and continues to power us on.
And you can see that when we come over and visit the office. It's one of these new age office with an open workspace. There's quotes in rooms from Oprah Winfrey, and was there one from Arnold Schwarzenegger or something? And it's one of these super cool places to be. And the coolest thing is you can have as much Oxyshred as you like. There's always Oxyshred around.
Hey, Paulie, so my favorite room is the Nelson Mandela room, and it's actually got the red neon lights in there, and it says, it's one of my favorite quotes, and I say this time and time again, it always seems impossible until it's done.
And if anyone said to a 27-year-old, you can build this massive multinational company being the most popular supplement brand in Australia, people would say, well, that's impossible, But the one thing that I've noticed when you're speaking to his is he's a dreamer, but he actually pulls the trigger, which is just amazing, because not a lot of dreamers will end up pulling the trigger. What Trish just says, she loves to hear from you. So there you go. I just noticed Trish saying that. And then we also had a comment from a watcher that said, what is the best way to run EHP products to lose body fat? Would you give a perfect protocol with the EHP products so that someone can go, hey, look, I can use it like this and I'll get a good fat loss result?
Yeah, 100%. So look, my base recommendation with anything right now, it's COVID-19, it's coronavirus. So it'll be a coupling two products, and it's really simple. One's Oxy Whey protein. That's been, there you go. And so one of the cool things about Oxy Whey and whey protein in general is that, in addition to providing you with protein that promotes satiety, so it's staying fuller for longer, it also provides you what I call a fuller caloric macronutrient impact. Okay, so like when you consume protein, you're fuller for longer. You're not craving, the sweet cravings and things like that, because Oxy Whey tastes delicious. But in addition to all of the amazing physiological or body compositional requirements that you're looking for from a protein, our Oxy Whey in general, has been clinically proven to increase this antioxidant called glutathione in your mitochondria. Glutathione is responsible for even that it fights off pathogens and increases your immune system, which is kind of like the key at the moment with COVID and everyone being so aware of immunity, especially winter coming on board in Australia and New Zealand. Man, get your Oxy Whey in you. Key. And then, and then it goes without saying, man, Oxyshred. Oxyshred is just, it's my baby. I formulated that product. I formulated it with just precision, and the formula has evolved. Our latest evolution is to remove all FD and C colors or artificial food dyes and colors in there. It's amazing. And ensuring that we've got all 100% natural flavors in there too, man. So, you know, in terms of just putting these kind of artificial substances into your body, colors and food dyes and all the and artificial flavors, you essentially, man, you're playing with the actual flavor receptors that's in your palate, and you're kind of creating issues. So we want to make sure that we're above board in everything that we do, not just the actives in there, but also the additional things that make it all taste pretty and fancy. So Oxyway, Oxyshred, and if you can, and it fits in your budget, I would definitely chuck in the extra acetyl carnitine in there, not just because of what everyone knows acetyl carnitine for. And if you don't know what acetyl carnitine is, acetyl carnitine is a combination of various amino acids that in your body, it binds onto fatty acids, fat cells floating around in your blood. It drives them into the core of your cells, your engine room of your cells called your mitochondria. This is the place where all the metabolic reactions in your body occurs. This is where your body actually processes oxygen and glucose and converts that into natural energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, and carbon dioxide, the stuff we breathe out. So this stuff helps turn fat into energy in the simplest way. Okay, there's a lot more complex processes. What it also does, it crosses the blood-brain barrier, so it promotes cognitive function, your ability to focus on things. For men, it actually increases sperm count too. So if you are looking at conceiving a partner, then acetyl can definitely help transport those little, you know, wiggly things. So yeah, that's the three kind of core products that I'd recommend. If you are intolerant to stimulants, please try the non-stim. There's no caffeine in there whatsoever, and there's no beta-3 amines. So there are other legal kind of stimulant ingredients like, you know, epinephrine or bitter orange extract. There's none of that. But you do have this amazing ingredient called T-cream, TS-cream, that increases the oxygen utilization in your body. And if you're utilizing more oxygen in an efficient way, you've got natural energy being created in your body. So it's kind of weird when you have non-stim because it's got no stims in there, but you feel a boost of energy without being too wired out. So if you do have adrenal gland issues and things like that, and you know, want to take a bit of a break on the stims, yeah, go ahead with the non-stim. If you love stims like me, and I'm completely fine with it, go for hardcore.
Yeah, and then if you go for the hardcore, you get to have the lemon sherbet, which is just delicious. And actually, I did ask, and I think I kind of got off track, but how many? Do you know how many revisions it took to get lemon right? How many times did you try and go, nah, do it again?
Yeah, no, lemon sherbet was. I think we got up to 36 iterations to get lemon sherbet right. I remember the flavor. What was it? The revision of our wild melon. So if you have wild melon, it's actually a natural cantaloupe rock melon flavor. It's delicious. So when we were redoing that with 100% natural flavors and 100% natural colors, and natural raspberry ketones, that took 57 iterations to get perfect because it's a very delicate flavor when you're playing around with that rock melon flavor. So it's,
Yeah, right.
Very, very delicious.
And so you'd have to try it, and then they'd have to go away for a few days and come back. They wouldn't be able to smash out a new iteration every day or multiple times a day, would they?
No, they can, man. So like we've got three lab technicians there, Natalia and Tanner and Jordan, and they're the dream team, man. So whenever we nail a flavor, I jump on a FaceTime with the guys and we go Super Nintendo Sega Genesis. That's our little war chant.
Well, you would. When you landed that lemon sherbet, you would have just been like, guys, you've absolutely just cooked up the best flavor of all time. Like, it is just the bomb.
There's another delicious delicious one dropping in Feb 2021.
A hardcore?
Yeah.
It's amazing because obviously Oxyshred is the flagship, but often I'll look on my day's sales and hardcore is my number one. Sometimes it actually outdoes the passion fruit. So people
Oh,
are
wow.
loving it. Yeah, which is a
Wow.
surprise to me.
Cool.
And if I tell people if they love the lemon, but they don't want to go as high stim, they can just do half a scoop. Like you can get a hard score and do half a scoop.
100%. The other cool thing is, I don't know if you know this, but our pink grapefruit that we formulated is the actual flavor of White Monster. So you know the White Monster cans, if you've ever gone and bought a White Monster can?
And they're so popular. People love White Monster.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, obviously we couldn't call it White Monster. So like the actual flavor, the actual flavor is pink grapefruit, the natural pink grapefruit. It's pretty delicious.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorites. But I mean, all of them sell really, really well, but passion fruit just takes the cake. But you dropped something quite casually there that I just wanted to sort of highlight. Did all our burners and anyone else watching realize that this has got no artificial colors or flavors? People wouldn't buy it. People wouldn't believe it. People wouldn't buy what you sell, and they're like, it just tastes too good. How do you do it? It's amazing. All natural flavors and colors.
Thank you.
Super,
Yeah.
super good. That's something that we try and push because people are looking for that and they hear of Oxyshred and they think, well, it can't be, you know, it's mainstream. But there's a mainstream product. The mainstream product is natural.
So, Paulie, one of the key things is like having an autoimmune disease. I'm really, really strict and specific when it comes to creating the best products that don't have inflammatory effects when your adverse reactions on your immune system. So, what you find, and this isn't to put down any other product, we used to have artificial colors, F, D, and C colors. We've always had natural flavors. But what we've recently found with the F, D, and C colors is the artificial food dyes and colors, so F, D, and C stands for, is that it actually is an inflammatory, it increases your inflammatory markers in your body. Anyone who either has an autoimmune disease or has a propensity to get an autoimmune disease will get very sick eventually on it. There's even links to it causing cancer. So just be careful, guys. Make some smart decisions, man. Like, don't just buy shit because like the marketing looks fancy and the packaging looks fancy. Just go and do your research in the company. Go and do your research in the people that create the product. Social media is out there. You can anyone who DMs me about our products, you realize I write back to every single person that does DM me about our product that happens to take their time to show care and interest in what we're all about. I will write to every single person, man. A lot of times I send voice messages to them too.
So anyone watching, if you want to test it out, his handle is go write him a message.
Shoot me a message, guys. I'll write back. IZHAR.
You're going to get 100 messages in the next hour. The next 2 days, you're going to be like, guys, come on. The personal is hotline. One of the comments that I saw a little while ago, what did Steve say? Didn't reply to my pics. Maybe you just missed it. That's all. What pics were you sending, Steve?
I don't think you know what pics you're talking about.
All right, maybe you're getting a reply pic coming, Steve. Losing half of myself, actually mentioned, she just said, I'm so grateful for Oxyshred. She's lost, or he's lost, I don't know which sex it is, 60 kilograms over the last year using Oxyshred, and they are so grateful for you and your product. Just thought I'd mention that.
Super Nintendo Sega Genesis! That shit is the bomb, man. You know, I love hearing that. Sorry for swearing for anyone.
No, passionate. You want it.
Yeah, and that's the shit that we live for. Like hearing those stories gets me pumped, gets me excited, gets me like more G'd up about like just doing what we do every single day, because it's those type of stories that drives us. That's the purpose. That's the whole mission behind what we do.
And we're the same here at Fat Burners. You know, results first. You know, we want to help people. We're not saying that we're curing cancer, but we can help you lose body fat, which is really, really cool and a really important thing. And you know, we're not stopping world hunger. We're not saving the rainforest, but everyone can do something good. And you guys are doing something good. She's lost 60 kilos, or he's lost 60 kilos. Amazing.
That's epic, man. Honestly, that's the whole empowerment concept. So like the whole thing about EHP, I didn't mention this before, but when we first started, the acronym EHP stood for Enhanced Human Performance. And as our brand developed and as our brand continued, we realized that we're not just about performance and bodies and physique and all that stuff. And yeah, we, maybe our fitness models and people that are aspirational and motivational, they have those amazing fit. Great. But we're for them and we're for my mum who takes Oxyshred every single day. And so when we realized, what do we spend 99% of our time doing? Well, it's actually putting out all this amazing content. Like 99% of our time is doing stuff that doesn't actually involve selling our product directly. It's adding value to people. So it's all through empowerment, teaching people about mindset, sleep, nutrition, how to exercise properly, caloric intake, total energy expenditure, how supplements then helps to make all those things better. Dude, it had to evolve. Our branding had to evolve. And after doing an expo all around the world about 3.5, 4 years ago, the acronym changed, Empowered Human Potential. And when we spread it out, this quote is written on one of my office, the big sliding doors, you walk up the stairs in my office, written there, it's like, there is quote, our potential is limitless when we are empowered. What does that mean, man? Like, all of us have amazing shit in us that we don't really realize unless we have the ability to see it. You know what I mean, Paulie? Like you and Fiona, when you guys set up Fat Burners Only, and every day your amazing team, staff, your people you push every day to become better in whatever they do. If they're a better picker and packer, if they're better at customer experience, if they're better at whatever you guys do it, okay? They don't know that they have the ability to do that unless they've been just shown something small, something like an example, something that gives them that inspiration, motivation to go that one step further. And that's what our brand's all about, man. So that person who got those amazing results, like, you fired me up now, because that's the shit that drives us every day. You can't, like, this is real. Like, feels like I've had an Oxyshred now just hearing that. Man.
Yeah, you've done something to help that person. You've empowered them. You've shown them how to do it. You've probably given them the content to read as well. And the supplements have helped along the journey. So perfect. So just because you mentioned the office as you're going up the stairs, and I just thought, I followed myself when I walked up the stairs and then got into the office and just saw all these people. How many team members do you have at the moment?
Globally, there's 107 people. The company in the Sydney office, there's 70.
There's 70 in your Sydney office?
Yeah, in Sydney office, there's 70. There's a few in Dallas and Salt Lake City. In New Zealand, our chief experience officer actually sits in NZ. She went back a year and a half ago to be closer to her parents who are elderly and a bit sick. We've got people in the UK, people in Canada, one person in Dubai. Yeah, the team's spread out. Majority, like 2/3 of the companies in Sydney.
Yeah, so you're employing over 100 people, and such a cool company to work for as well. Like I said, when I went in there, it's one of those, it's almost like a Google style company where you just go in, it's oozing fun and appeal, and it was really funky to be in that situation. You don't get workplaces like that. You mentioned that you've also got employees in many countries. How many countries is Oxyshred or EHP Labs in?
So look, from the US, I mean, we ship out to 146 countries, but the countries where we have a prominence in terms of like dominant shelf space, this is really cool. I actually caught up with our partners in Canada. They're called Popeye Supplements. It's about 200 stores in GNC. It's got another 400 in Canada. And I caught up with the guys, and I was going to say, you probably won't believe this, but you will, because you've obviously seen what Oxyshred does in terms of searchability on your website and Google Analytics. But Oxyshred was the #1 searched supplement in the whole of Canada for last month during coronavirus, which is amazing.
That right?
Yes, dude. Yeah. It's like truly humbling. Cool, very, very cool to find that out. And our amazing athlete team, ambassador team, all-star team. Corey Tunge, who's our marketing manager over there, does a phenomenal job. And Corey actually started off being an all-star, just like representing our brand at the street level, being a huge fan advocate of our brand, and graduated from being an all-star actually joining our corporate team, HQ team, which is a super cool journey for him. In the US, dude, we're exploding in the US. So we've got a launch with 750 vitamin shops. They are a US nationwide retailer with Oxyshred in November, and that's one of their biggest weight loss product launches, like probably in the last 15 years that we're doing with them. Like, that's the math. Like, their first order is 100,000 units of Oxyshred, which is like 4-week supply for them, which is pretty cool. And then doing more things with Vitamin Shop into early next year, and then a huge launch with GNC for Blessed across 2,500 GNCs across North America, which is pretty sick.
You are doing that, are you? Because I know that they were hounding you for years, and you were just like, no, guys, you can order millions of dollars of stock, but we don't want to sell it to you yet.
So, when you're playing with a beast, when you go swimming with the sharks, I mean, you got to be able to afford to have the shark protective tank. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, in Fiji, the native Fijians, the sharks are their gods, you know? So, like, but my people don't go swimming with sharks, bro. You know, like, you get bitten. So, like, my biggest thing is, dude, my biggest thing is, if you're gonna go rolling with if you're gonna go get in the ring with Mike Tyson, and you got to have there's no point, like, no matter how hard you train, you're still gonna get beat up. So you better go in there with padding. And so what we wanted to make sure is that we had enough padding. The company, our balance sheet was strong enough. We can sustain the ability to actually partner with them and carry. Sometimes it's difficult to get. There's a standard corporate issues that you deal with and stuff, but it's an exciting opportunity because the number one thing for us, Paul, is to be as accessible to all of our customers, to provide them exceptional service, and to be selective with who we decide to partner with, and ensure that overall experience with EHP, whether it's through us directly or through our retail partners, is seamless, and we help uplift you in all stages of your fitness journey.
Well, that's a huge exclusive to me because I didn't know that you'd accepted or had arranged it. So that's huge news, and congratulations. That's a big get. Everyone watching, there's one problem with chatting and the only problem is time goes too quickly. And I cannot believe we've been chatting already for...
we've got to do a product giveaway, dude.
I was going to say, we've literally got 5 minutes before Instagram cuts us off. So maybe we have to do the thing.
Let's do it. You go first. I'm going to point up to you.
Okay, all right. So, guys, if you've just tuned in, if you can take a screenshot of this when Iz says yes and share it on your wall, you will go in the chance with the other people who do it to win this pack worth $200. So you get an Oxyshred, you get a Oxy Whey, and a carnitine. So here we go, guys. I'm just going to stand back. All right. You count them down, Iz. You ready?
All right, go. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up a bit higher, Paulie. A bit higher. A little bit higher. Yeah, there. Stick it closer to the camera. Up there. Stop. All right, guys. Here,
take your photo. Take your
screenshot this. Yeah, screenshot this, please, and then go and share that screenshot on your IG stories. Tag at Fat Burners Only, and also tag at EHP_OzNZ. Okay, we'll see it come up in our notifications, and we're going to pick a lucky winner to pick that sexy stack right there. Oxyshred passion fruit, Oxy Whey, vanilla ice cream, and that's it all kind of thing.
Okay, and that's on your stories, not your wall. So make sure you tag us both, and Chloe's going to keep whacking up how to do it in the comments if her comment scrolls up too high. How are they going to win yours? Are you going to do it now, Iz? Or...
I'm going to do it now because we're going to get cut off in like 3 minutes. Yeah.
3 minutes.
So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait 1 more minute. Wait till it clicks over to 9:28, and then I'm going to do it.
Then you're going to do it. Okay. So while we're waiting, just quickly.
Share your stories, guys.
We have our 15% off. Use code Big Sale to get 15% off Fat Burners Only. And when you spend over $199, Iz has given us a gift. Well, EHP has given us a gift to give to you when you spend over $199. It includes a $70 SIM-free pre. You also get a bag. You get an Ehp Labs shaker, a Lust bar, an Oxyshred, clear vegan, and this. You get all that for free when you spend over $199 and 15% off. And now is going to give away his. Can I count you in, Iz?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, all right. So everybody, get ready. I'm a bit jealous. Iz is bigger than mine. I'm happy to say it. All right, get ready. We need a. It's true. His gift is bigger than mine.
Bad man.
All right, are we going to hold them up? I need a bit higher. Is yep. All right, that's perfect. All right, 3, 2, 1. Take a photo, guys. That's it. Take a photo. Whack it on your stories, and then Chloe will choose the winner. Is Chloe going to choose the winner? Is?
Yeah, you guys can choose both the winners, but make sure when you guys screenshot this, I'm going to give you one last chance. Screenshot this.
Quick, screenshot it. This is a bigger gift than mine, but it's better. Mine's not that bad.
Screenshot it, share it, so post it up on your stories, okay, once you screenshot it. Tag Fat Burners Only, tag EHP Labs _Oz and Z, please, our Australian New Zealand channel. The team will look at this ASAP. What day is it today, Paulie? Thursday. Okay, cool. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll look at this. Whoever wins, we'll share you guys on both our channels. So we'll share that story on both our channels. That's how you know you win. And it shows the transparency and authenticity of the brands, because that shit's real, it's legit, and everyone sees it, man.
It's legit. We don't pick our friends, we'll pick a genuine viewer. And look, I'm probably going to get cut off in 2 seconds. I just wanted to quickly